Hello, my name is Rachel, and welcome to my art channel, where I show you how to craft stuff. This is a special compilation video of all the masks we made in 2023, the first year of this channel. We'll start the year with a Dracula mask, paint a few more faces, and end the year with a Cyberman. Enjoy! Hi, cat. Here we're just planning out the new face. I want it to look cool and a little bit cartoony as well. After we get the sketch down, we're gonna ink in the lines and then erase all the pencil marks. The new face is finally ready, but I think he needs a really cool name. After taking off the extra wood and just smoothing down the edges a little bit, it's finally time to paint Fred. my clumsy hands try to paint this little section here, I wanted to mention that I'm actually using fabric paint for this whole project. Yes, I know this is wood, but I find this kind of paint mixes better and even applies smoother than the regular all-purpose paint. The skin and inner mouth are done, along with the pink gums that will definitely remain there. So now we're working on Fred's collar and hair. I painted Fred's teeth off camera, so the final touch now is to outline Fred to bring back some of that cartoon style. We'll finish up the last few lines on Fred here, and then it will be time for the reveal. I don't want to use all of the original design, so I'm marking the parts I don't need before cutting them off, and then we can sand the edges smooth. Before we can create a new face, we need to remove the old one, and the best way to delete the old design is to sand the face off. Time to draw the face. I decided to give Medusa a thin, gaunt complexion and a sneering face. The character in my mind is alone, emaciated, and bitter about her curse. I like how this design allows some of the mask's original face to come through, in the same way that Medusa, despite her curse, retains some of her former beauty. With the face outlined in Sharpie marker and the extra pencil markings erased, it's time for paint. As is my usual style, there is a lot of guesswork and shading and blending being done. Almost like real makeup. Probably. I originally wanted to do brown snakes, but I thought it too closely matched Medusa's skin tone and I didn't like it. So I dug around the internet to find out what kind of snakes were prominent around that time and came across these guys. Vipers. I love the gray aesthetic, so I redid the whole snake hair in gray and was a lot happier with the outcome. I first used yellow for the snake eyes, but thought they looked a bit too much like cat eyes. Sorry, Iris. So I went back in with red and really liked the result. To remove the last traces of the old face and clean up the mask a little, I repainted the wood border. Not to pat myself on the back too much, but I am pretty proud of how close this paint tone is to the original mask. I'm sorry for my dumb hand blocking the view sometimes. For precise line work like this, I tend to work slow and close. After I outline everything here in black, we can then move on to the final reveal. Now that we've sanded his face off, we need to draw a new face and cut away all the parts we don't need, which will be a lot, especially on the top. I found a lot of great reference pictures from the games and movies, but I really wanted to use only the creepiest ones. With the new face outlined and looking pretty, we can start painting. This guy will require a lot of highlights and shadowing to make him look scary and worn out. My paint well looked like an explosion of colorful trial and error by the end, but I think we eventually got there. Note to everyone, make sure your cameras are fully charged when you do a lot of cool shadowing. Otherwise, you will lose all of that footage. I know this part is tough to see, but we are painting the teeth white and giving them some worn gray shadowing. We're also painting in some brown and black grime that overlaps with gums and teeth for an extra dirty look. The border and edges, we mixed up a color that matches the natural mask wood and painted the entire border. I also like to go through everything with a thin black outline to make it all stand out and clean up the edges. And then we're done and it's on to the glamour shots. Yep, my light went out. So it will be dark for a little while, but the light will come back later. So let's remove the tag and sand the face off. The fries took up way too much room, so we had to cut off some of the Cyberman's head to make the mask more fitted. We won't cut out the space between the handlebar and the top of the head because we risk cracking parts of the mask we want to keep. Let's draw the rest of his face in, and then we can sand down the edges. Now that we've got some decent lighting, let's start painting. The Cybermen are almost entirely gray, so this one will require a lot of shading. Right about here is when I realized the shading I was doing wasn't going to work. I got so frustrated I nearly quit the project. After a very long break, I came back, finished the face off camera, and was pretty happy with the result. So let's keep going. With the 500 shades of gray done, all we have left of the Cyberman is the mouth. We finally get to change up the color palette a little as the mouth looks like a set of blue lights. Just to clean up the edges a little, we can mix up a tan color to match the wood and paint the border, including those huge spaces between the handlebar and the top of the head. Then the Cyberman is done and it's on to the glamour shots. Thank you all very much for watching and supporting my art. You are all the paintbrushes and paints that help bring new life to this plain mask of a channel. If you enjoyed this video, please share it out and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more mask transformations. I have a bag full of masks just waiting to be remade. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.